outside the fold of Islam. But every child initially, irrespective whether he's born in a Hindu family, whether he's born in a Christian family, a Jewish family, or a Muslim family, he is born as a Muslim. He submits his will to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Later on, by the influence of other people, parents, teachers, elders, he may go on the wrong track. That's the reason. Whenever any non-Muslim, he accepts Islam, the more appropriate and correct word is revert. He was on the straight path, he went on the wrong track, and then he came back on the straight path, on the straight track. So the correct word is revert. And we have got proof and evidence that every child, he is born in Deen al-Fitr. There were researches done on two tribes, the Kapauku tribe and the Australian Aborigine tribe. These two tribes did not come in contact with modern civilization till as late as 1950. And later on, when researchers went and tried to find out what was the way of life, it was everything of Islam but in name. They did not call themselves Muslims, but they believed in one God. They believed that God did not have any idols or images. They believed he was not begotten. When they worshipped the God, they did the sujood. They prostrated. They were following the basics of Islam, but they didn't call themselves Muslims. So if we let a child after he's born, if we do not influence him with any of the teachings, that child will grow up to be a Muslim. That is the Deen al-Fitr, innate religion. It is the duty of the parents that once the child is born, they should see to it that they give that child a proper environment to live and to continue life. It is the duty of the parents that they should see to it that they give proper education to the children. And many of us, we are worried about the education of our children. I would like to ask a question that when is the time you should start thinking about educating your child? Which is the right time? What is the right time? Can anyone give the answer? That which is the right time? When do you start thinking what you want to make your child or what you want to make him? What should he be in life? Which is the right time? Which is the right time? Right from the beginning. Before they are born. As soon as he understands. Sorry? When he starts to think to get a child. He may start thinking after 10 years. Which is the right time? 7 years old, 2 years old, when he can understand, when he's born. 1 year old. 1 year old. Fine, here we have different options. Here someone is saying 3 years old, 3 years old. Someone is saying 3 years old, someone is saying 2 years old, someone is saying 1 year old, someone is saying when he's born. Islamically, the time to think of educating your child, the latest you should think, latest, maximum, is when you choose your life partner. When you choose your life partner is the time you have to think about educating your child, because the parents are the best teachers, especially the mother. That's the time. If you want to make your child Islamic, you should see to it that you have a spouse who's Islamic. If you don't have an Islamic spouse, how would you expect your child to be Islamic? So depending upon how you want to upbring your child is the time you start thinking when you choose your life partner. That does not mean although already those who are married should choose a new life partner. Some people ask me, now I'm already married, what should I do? It is better late than never. You can start molding your life partner into that style. No problem. You can do dawah with the life partner. So you should realize that the best time to start thinking about educating your child, the latest is when you choose a life partner. I would request, please don't walk from me. Walk from that side, please. When you walk, the thing is shaking, please. Actually, this is a whole tour, Educate the Educators. And normally we believe in professionalism. Whenever I accept any talk, I give my requirements well in advance, 3 months, 6 months in advance. And always write the programs to start on time, everything, because the Muslims should be people that should be punctual. I'm sorry, I take the liberty because this tour is Educate the Educators. So I have to even educate the organizers. I don't want them to feel bad. I don't want them to feel bad. But it is the duty of every Muslim that he should be a mirror to the other Muslim, that we Muslims should be on time. And that's the reason if you see Islamic Research Foundation, whatever program we have large audiences, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 people, mashallah. When we have programs in India, we have to be on time, maximum 2 or 3 minutes, that's it, because the watch may not tally. Only on one occasion, there was some major problem which we delayed by 15 minutes. Only on one occasion, remember. The past 14 years, alhamdulillah. We Muslims should be punctual, always. And in our programs, the people come half an hour, 1 hour in advance. It's packed, mashallah. So we give quality, people will come, inshallah. So we as Muslims, we should believe in quality. So while we educate, we should give the best of education to our children, the best. Because our children are our amana. And we have to give them the best of both the worlds. Therefore, in professionalism, when I travel, I always believe we give the list of the sound system we require. I don't want a 5-star hotel. I can sleep on the floor. I'm a dai. The sound system should be good, mashallah. I want a glass of water, the backdrop, everything. All this is there. But alhamdulillah. And normally we look up to Western world. But believe me, I've traveled the breadth and length of the world. Believe me, I've been to America, Canada, Australia, UK, Singapore, Malaysia, several times, not once. This may be my 10th trip to UK. Lecture trip maybe the 6th. But it's a pity that we Muslims are far away from what our Prophet has told us, far away, in terms of professionalism. In terms of professionalism. Therefore, I'm happy that we have organized this tour, Educate the Educators. That first the educator should be educated so that the Muslim Ummah is on a better platform. As I was saying, that our beloved Prophet said, Talibul ilmi faridatul ala kulli Muslim. That it is seeking knowledge is obligatory on every Muslim. Now, when we give knowledge to our children, we have to see to it that we give them proper knowledge. Knowledge can be broadly divided into 2 types. One is the basic knowledge of Islam. And second, knowledge what is required by the community. It's the duty of every parent that he should educate the children with the proper Islamic knowledge. Number 1, most important, is Tawheed, that believing in one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we should not associate partners with anyone to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should not be associated with anyone else. Tawheed, number 1. Then all the pillars which most of us know, but we should impart it in the right way to our children. About salah, about zakat, about hajj, about fasting. It's very important. And, but natural, knowledge of the Qur'an. This Qur'an is the last and final revelation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which was revealed to the last and final messenger, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Yesterday in Bradford, I had a talk on Al-Quran, should it be read with understanding? And I told there that the best gift that a parent can give to the child is the Quran, and make the child understand the Quran. Most of us Muslims, we teach our children to read Arabic. They can read Arabic, but they can't understand. If we teach them the language of the Quran, the Arabic as a language,